All right, 20 seconds jog in place, then we'll go down to the ground and we will do 20 seconds of plank rotation. You'll see deep here. Do that in a minute. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dee's gonna go down, starting with 2 hands on the ground. She'll keep her feet right where they are. She's gonna pivot on her feet, rotate to her left hand, right hand comes up towards the ceiling, right? She's trying to switch the hips as she goes, and she comes back down, and she's gonna keep moving through it as she rolls right and left, trying to keep the hips nice and square and those feet as close together as possible, or she can kind of roll to the outside of the foot and not just leave her feet where they are. We'll keep going. You guys have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll hop back up. Let's go to high knees here on this one. All right, 30 seconds. Wow, 20 seconds of high knees. All right, trying to see how high you get those knees. Try to stay forward. Right, don't lean backwards to get the knees higher. Knees and your knees higher. Knees, not feet. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys will go back down to that plank rotation. All right. And trying to rotate through the entire shoulder blade, just warming up that stabilization on the right and left side. Right. Keep your hips down, not so high that you can't rotate. Under control here, nice and easy. 20 seconds. It's gonna go quick. You only have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys will come back up. Let's go jumping jacks on this one. 20 seconds jumping jacks. Nice and controlled here. Try to clap above and behind the back. And when you clap behind your back, try to pinch your elbows to open up that chest and shoulders. Jessica, Kat's joining in. A little late. That's all right. Keep going. You guys got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. You guys can get the top of a plank position here. Just hold the top of a position. Right. So a nice normal plank, holding that top, trying to squeeze the glutes, shoulders stay back and down. Right. Trying to find those lats and staying forward for right now. Just 20 seconds. You guys are done in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll hop back up. Let's go butt kickers this round. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Trying to keep that knee pointed straight down. Squeeze the hamstring and glute to get that heel up. Good. You guys have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to that plank. Now this time you guys are going to come 2 inches lower. So you guys have to bend your arms, have to squeeze your shoulder blades back and down. And you're going to hold to the bent arm position. So you're going to come 2 inches down, basically like breaking up into a push-up here, 2 inches, right? Bend the elbows, right? They're driving back. I'm trying to squeeze my shoulder blades back and down, trying to grip through the chest, a little active arms than last time, all right? Squeezing those glutes through, staying on those toes. You guys got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll jump back up here. Last round, jumping jacks, right? Clapping above and behind the back. Good. Clap, 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 clap. Whoops. Keep going, keep going. Try to get those elbows to touch behind your back. Open up those shoulders. You guys got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down to that plank. This time you guys are going to try to hold slightly above 90 degrees with those arms. So you're going to pull yourself down rather than 2 inches. It's about 6 inches now. So let's pull ourselves on down. Active hold position here. Trying to drive those elbows back, staying above 90, not shrugging up towards the neck. Shoulder blades stay back and down towards those glutes. I'm diving over my fingertips. I'm trying to hold here. We're going to make it 30 seconds in this hold, trying to stay at 90, not letting yourself flail and fall down, but stay pressing through the chest. Try to push the thumb and pointer finger in the ground. You guys have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you'll press all the way up out of that and just shake it on out. Now that you guys are on the ground, we'll just do a little glute activation here. I want you guys to roll over onto your back. All right, I want you guys to put your soles of your feet together, so like a butterfly stretch position. All right, you're gonna lay down on your back though, so you watch Daniela, I'll put her on screen. She's gonna lay on down, all right? From here, all she's going to do, let me change it. Where'd you go? All right, she's going to do a glute bridge, all right? Trying to squeeze her butt together and lift her hips up nice and high. And we're gonna hold actively here, trying to push our heels in the ground, squeezing our glutes through and trying to drive our knees out right and left. We're gonna hold for about a minute, all right? So we're gonna see if we can maintain that glute squeeze, right? Trying to hide the tailbone towards the ceiling, not just hyperextending the pelvis and the tailbone. You're still trying to tuck your tailbone towards the ceiling. We're ready to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you'll push those feet in the ground, glute bridge on up, squeezing the butt, trying to drive those knees out. And keep holding, keep holding, keep holding. Keep holding, staying there, squeezing those glutes nice and hard, trying to drive those knees out right and left. All right, squeeze the bottom of the butt. All right, try not to just push the stomach up towards the ceiling. Try to pull those ribs down, squeeze the stomach nice and hard. And now in 20 seconds, you guys are gonna go through like 10 good glute bridges. You'll control down, you'll squeeze back up at the end of this, make it 50 seconds, hold here. So you guys got 10 glute bridges, slow and controlled, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You'll bring that butt down, keep that rib pulled down, find the stomach, and then you'll squeeze through that butt all the way up and back down, trying to maintain that butterfly position, squeezing the butt the entire time all the way up. Don't just let your ribs poke up towards the ceiling. Try to find that stomach, maintain it, and go through those 10 solid reps. And then we will talk about our part 1 here. All right, we'll finish those 10. You guys can pop on up in a minute. All right, guys, so let's hop on up here. We got Danielle demonstrating all the movements for our part 1. We're gonna do 5 full rounds of basically just 2 movements, all right? The first movement is going to be a dumbbell shoulder press, or if you guys have a barbell, you guys can do a barbell shoulder press, all right? You guys will have 8 to 10 reps here for the dumbbell shoulder press. We're gonna stay in a basically pull-up or barbell position, even if you're using those dumbbells. So we're not gonna stay in that neutral position. So you're gonna pick those bad boys on up over here. She's going to turn her hands out right and left. She's going to pull her ribs down. She's going to press all the way up over the top of the head, pulling the shoulders down, not just shrugging towards her ears. And she's going to come down in a negative of 1, 2, and then an active hold where they stay up off the shoulders for 1 second and then press all the way back up. You guys have 8 to 10 reps of that movement. All right. Again, pausing where the dumbbells don't rest on the shoulders. So you can't just bring your arms down to let everything turn off. You're trying to hold that active position for 1 second, then press on up. Then the next one is you guys will be laying down on the ground for a single leg hip bridge. So for the first round, we're gonna have no weight, and then we'll add some weight through it. But for the single leg hip bridge, she's gonna lay down on her back, right? For some of us, we might need to put something between our knees so that we can have something to squeeze, like an ab mat, a pillow, or a foam roll or something, right? So a lot of us have imbalances in our glutes. So she's going to drive all the way up, and she's gonna start in that top position. From there, she's going to extend her right leg, and she's going to do all this on her left leg. The knees will stay in line, and you can see that her kind of dips a little bit through those hips. So she's going to try to squeeze that butt a little bit more. Then she's going to come down under control for 2 seconds, and then squeeze and drive all the way back up. All right, we'll do 10 reps on the right side. You guys should be resting in between, and then you go 10 reps on the left side. I want you guys to watch as she does it holding a foam roller. You're going to put it between your knees, your quads. All right, so you can put it down lower. You don't have to have it that high up, but she's gonna squeeze it right there. She's gonna get set up. This is another variation for you guys that notice if you do this and you fall, she's gonna try to squeeze that glute, right? She's gonna extend that right leg again. She's gonna try to maintain that position, and then she's gonna come down under control and then drive back up. If you notice, it's harder to see on the screen, but now her hips are in line and parallel. Before, her right side was dropping down to the ground. So if you guys have a foam roller, you have a pillow, a towel that you could roll up, something between your legs, this is a great way to train this first round. Then you guys can add weight through that because you'll be able to see the difference. So those are our first 2 movements for 5 sets. We'll take about a minute rest between each movement. Any questions for right now? No questions? I can unmute everybody. All right.
For a single dumbbell, is it better to do like alternating or like hold the one dumbbell and go up and down?
What do you have? How heavy is that dumbbell?
35.
All right. So could you do that with one arm?
I'm not sure.
That's fine. So you'll stay with that dumbbell in front rack, and you'll use
Okay.
that same front rack position. That's fine. All right. Everybody else, if you have lighter weights, you can go and hold the weight. If not, you have one weight, you'll do 8 reps on your right arm, and then you'll switch and go 8 reps on your left arm. However, the arm that's not doing anything, Danielle will show you, so just pick up one weight as an example for right now, if you only have one weight to do this. The arm that's off is going to make a fist, and it's going to be trying to hold by her ear or her eyes, and she's going to try to squeeze her chest as hard as she can with that arm, and then she'll just press on that right side so she can maintain balance rather than letting that other arm just not do anything, all right? That'd be another option if you have some lighter weights or lighter kettlebells. Any questions here? We'll get started. All right, so I'll let you guys come on back and get set up with your weights and hands. We'll start with our first dumbbell shoulder press, 8 to 10 reps at that 2-second down, 1-second pause, active where the dumbbells are higher than the shoulders or higher than the collarbones. Collarbones. Can't speak this morning. Dee's also said one word since she's been here. Yeah, one word. Tired this morning? My allergies are so bad. I was sneezing a storm yesterday, driving my windows down. All right. Now, it's the best time to have allergies because now if you sneeze in public, people are like, oh my God. They're like, run away. I just can't breathe. It's pollen. All right. All right, we'll get started here. I'll reset the clock so we have some time. We got 5 full rounds of these 2 movements, guys. All right. We'll get started in 5 seconds. You guys can pick those dumbbells on up. Again, turn your hands out right and left. We're going to try to maintain like it's a barbell for today. All right. Maintaining that stomach nice and tight. And you guys will press all the way up and start in that overhead position if you have the space. 2 seconds down, 1 second active squeeze. The dumbbells stay off the shoulders, and then I press back up, all right? You guys have 8 to 10 reps here, controlling the movement the entire time, and a real good 1-second pause. Try not to lean backwards. Keep those ribs pulled down. Grip your toes in the ground. Squeeze your butt and quads as hard as you can. All right, once you guys finish that, we will take a break here. We're gonna go into the glute bridges. Now, if you guys have a towel, foam roll, or something, I want you guys to all try this with that between the legs, right? It does add a little bit of a difference, but you guys might notice that as soon as we do this first round with that object between our legs, and you go to do your second round, you might not have as much stabilization as you thought, all right? So Dee's gonna get ready to go here. All right, so we'll see here if everybody's got that object. Again, we'll lay on the back. We're going to do all this together. We'll go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody glute bridge up through both legs first. Squeeze that towel or foam roller object really hard, and then pick one leg up. You're going to hold there for 1 second. Then you guys will come down in 1, 2, and then drive right back up. Your glute should barely hit the ground, and your knees should stay in line the entire time. If your foot just starts steeping up to the ceiling, you got to pull it down from that glute side. You guys have 8 to 10 reps here, controlling that tempo, and then resetting before you guys go into that other side. And see if you notice a difference through your glutes. I'll try to unmute everybody if you guys need to talk it out. You don't? You feel your foot that's down, right? Or you feel your quad that's up? Well, you got jacked up quads. So move your foot further away from your butt. A little more. Now go. There's your glute. All right. Did everybody switch and go to the other side? For some reason, our internet is very choppy today, so everybody looks a little frozen. So I'm going to unmute people so you guys can talk it out, so see if we can hear you guys. But again, squeeze from that bottom glute. If you're feeling like Daniela just said, she's feeling most of her quad in the leg that's down, the foot that's pushing through the ground, you need to move your heel a little bit further away from your butt and try to push through your heel a little bit more rather than just driving your big toe in and using that quad to extend that body, all right? Did that feel completely different than you guys normally do your glute bridges? But did one leg feel stronger than the other? Yay, nay, maybe. Everyone's like kind of frozen robots, so I have no idea what's going on. All right. I see some thumbs up, and then like it catches it like halfway as it goes up, so it's kind of cool. All right? So now you guys will do that single leg glute bridge. If you guys want to stay with the towel between the legs, you can, and add a dumbbell to your hips. Try that to see if it adds a little bit more tension to your body, and that we'll do in the second round. But we're gonna go back to our dumbbell shoulder press here for 8 to 10 reps. All right, taking that tempo, squeezing the ribs down from that stomach, pushing those obliques out, squeezing the bottom of those glutes, and really trying to maintain a barbell path. If we could use a barbell, all right, it's gonna be a little tougher with those dumbbells. They wanna turn naturally. So let's see what we got. 8 to 10 reps. When you guys are ready, you can go in 3, or you guys already started 2, 1, take it away. All right. Trying to keep those ribs pulled down, right? As you press out over the top of the head, squeeze the chest. Don't just shrug the shoulders up. See if you can maintain those lats staying flared the whole time. Daniela is wearing a tank top so you can see the lats the whole time she's pressing. All right. Once you guys finish that, you can get set up again for the ground position for round 2 of those glute bridges, single leg. All right, you guys will stay and maintain the towel or object between your adductors or knees, and then you'll place a dumbbell on top of those quads, all right, on top of those hip bones. You guys will go through, again, 8 to 10 reps at the tempo. All right, for this round, keep the foot nice and flat on the ground. We're going to change it up for the next 3 rounds, but this is still use the towel for the second round, all right? Are we ready? We'll get set. And we'll go in 5. You're more than welcome to add weight. If you don't want to, you want to go solo, that's fine. Or no weight, just work on balance. 3, 2, 1. Let's take it away here. Single leg, squeezing that object, weight on the hip bones, driving all the way up and back down. Trying to keep that foot flat and the knees in line as best you can, row. Try to fold that pillow in half if you can. Give you a little bit more space between your legs. There it is. Squeeze that glute hard that's holding you up. There's no shifting. Notice if you feel like your body's crooked with the weight, you might feel that that hip drops down now on the side that has that leg extended. So you're trying to fight that by squeezing that butt a little bit more on the leg that's extended. All right. 8 to 10 reps, controlling that tempo down and back up. Good, easy. Take your time. Try not to push your arms into the ground, guys, if you're not using a weight. Don't just spray out your arms and try to use that as the counterbalance. You're looking for your glutes, all right? Finish 8 to 10 reps on both legs. We'll stand on up here. We'll go back to our shoulder press. If you're not, take your time. We're in no rush. I'll wait for everybody to get here. All right, for your shoulder press on this round, I want you guys to bring your feet all the way together. If you haven't already done that, you're gonna bring your feet super close so that your ankles are touching pretty much, or your big toes and your heels are gonna be touching. And you guys are gonna try to maintain a good, solid position on the smallest base that you have through your feet. So you guys will pick those dumbbells up in about 10 seconds here. All right, and you guys are gonna maintain those feet staying there. You're gonna try to grip your big toes to the ground like if your feet were hands and you're trying to make fists to the bottom of your feet, and you're going to squeeze your butt really, really hard to hold that position, and you guys will go through your press. So Danielle's going to pick those weights up. Everybody else can too. We'll go in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to keep those feet nice and square. You're going to squeeze everything nice and tight, and then as you guys pull that down, you're trying to flare those lats and treat it like a pull-up as you pull down with that tempo, and then press all the way back out, keeping control, right? So if you guys are going all the way to that top position and shrugging to get there, that's like dead hanging on the pull-up bar. I want you guys to squeeze and maintain tension for all 8 to 10. If you did 8 last time, let's try to get 10 reps here. All right, you guys finish those 8 to 10. A little bit more activation in your lower half of your body when your legs are that close. That's how tight and everything needs to be, even if your feet are in a standing stance. We're trying to maintain, even though the legs can't touch and flex against each other. All right, so for this round of glute bridges, everybody's going to be adding weight, and you guys will all have the towel still for the last round. However, we're going to change up our foot position. All right, so Daniela's going to get set up here sideways so you guys can see her. All right. He's going to keep the towel between the legs. If you had it at like closer into her hips. She's going to move the towel a little closer to her knees or just inside of the knees, right? She's going to take that dumbbell. She's going to place it on top of her hips. She's going to keep a greater than 90-degree angle from her knees to her feet. So she's going to move her feet out a little further. Good. She's going to then glute bridge all the way up here. From there, she's going to, what leg do you want to start on? All right, so put one leg straight out, whatever leg that's straight out do you want that you like. She's now going to pick that leg that's on the ground, heel up off the ground, and she's going to push just through that big toe and try to maintain that internal tension. So it's going to be a lot more balance and control there. See how she just tucked her foot back so she can go to her quad more? She's going to move her heel back out, right? She can't tuck it in that close, and she's going to be struggling here. So she extends that leg. She'll do 8 to 10 reps here again, trying to keep that heel up off the ground, big toe pressed in, and that glute comes down, and then she drives back up. And you can see that imbalance and that shifting and that balance is going to be a lot harder now. That's what I want you guys to work on. Don't make it easier by tucking your heel closer to your butt, and you can just do your quad work. Try to see if you can make that angle greater than 90 degrees from that knee, foot, and hip area. All right, and see what you guys got. 8 to 10 reps here. Again, the foot that's on the ground, I want your heel up just slightly. It can be like just big enough for a deck of cards underneath, right? And then the toes pressing in the ground. Keep squeezing that object. This is the last round where we'll be squeezing the object. So try to get some benefit from that and use that as a way to squeeze those glutes and activate. Give me 8 to 10 reps here, right side, and then switch 8 to 10 on the left side. Good, Jess. Bring your foot down so your knees stay in line like a straight line. Just D. Good. Yep, push that big toe. Try to maintain. Good, cats. Use that glute. Don't just push the ribs up. Now that you're holding that weight there, it should be a lot harder to see if you can maintain that position, right? Keeping the hips basically like a board, and you're just taking the bottom part away to kind of create some stabilization. I think I said stabilization like 25 times. So I'm going to change that word up. All right, when you guys finish that, you guys can take a second. No rush, plenty of time. What? No, that was 3. We got 2 more. We got 5 full rounds. So this is moving into our 4th round, all right? No rush. We'll wait till everybody gets there. Then I'll tell you how we're going to change up this pressing on this 4th round. I just smile. Can't smile anymore. Get in trouble. Your arms. I wasn't going to say anything, but now that you brought it up, I guess so in the open I can say something. All right. So you guys are going to not stand on the weights like Dee's doing. She's going to pick the weights up, and you guys were super close position last time with those feet. You guys are now going to move into just slightly outside the hip position for this press, and then you're going to take your right leg or left leg, and you're going to get into a staggered stance. All right. So she's just going to take her right leg and move it like 1 foot backwards. It doesn't have to be a huge stance. But you guys will do 8 reps like this, and then you will switch and you'll go 8 reps on the other side. Your goal for right now is to find even tension through both legs. So I'm not just shifting all the way onto my back leg or shifting onto my front leg. I'm trying to maintain my pelvis and my belly button in between those feet, and I got to squeeze those legs together to create a stable and square structure to a wall in front of me. I'm not twisting my body towards that open position, right? So she'll grab those weights. We'll get set on up here. She's gonna bring them up to the shoulders. She's going to take that right foot back. She's going to do 8 reps here with that right foot back, and then 8 reps with that left foot back. She's going to try to see if she can keep her belly button over that open space, right? Keeping the hips square, squeezing that back glute, tucking the stomach down, flexing the quads, and gripping the toes to the ground. She's not front loading that leg, so she's not shifting her whole body over the front. She's trying to see if she can maintain balance with a staggered stance and maintaining a square, shoulders stacked over hips, even though the feet are sprayed out, right? Finding that position, you do 8, shake it out, place the weights down, switch your feet up, we'll do 8 again, right? Again, really warm. See how she goes to this right side and she just loaded that right leg. So she's gonna see if she can maintain and not shift forward or backwards, but there's weight in the legs. All of this stuff is drill work for Oli lifting, right? This is the split jerk work. My arms are tired. My fingers hurt. All right, so you're gonna maintain that position and see what happens, right? You might notice that, wow, my right leg backwards, I feel way more stable, or my left leg backwards, I just front load my right leg, right? Or I just shift myself backwards, right? Depending on what you have, you're trying to maintain that structure underneath, tension, right? And maintain balance. So, very nice. Find that shoulder pump here. We're gonna get into it more later in our workouts, but this is round 4. You guys will then drop those weights, take them down to the ground here. Once you finish up your second side or your other staggered foot stance. I don't know where I was going with that one. All right. You guys finish that. We got our glute bridges again. This time, no towel, no object between the legs. You're still putting weight on top of the hips. It's a single leg hip bridge like you've done in the past, but now it should feel really good, keeping that foot nice and flat, right? Pushing through that big toe, but the heel's not raising up. There's just weight on the hips. You're trying to maintain those knees, right, in line, but they cannot be touching now. There's no object there, so you have to use your glutes and core a little bit more. Let's see, 8 to 10 reps again, right side, 8 to 10 reps, left side. No objects, all glutes and belly and chest. You should be trying to flex your chest hard, squeezing that object on your hip bones. D will take it away in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see what you guys got. Again, bridge up, then shift to the leg, and then see if you can maintain that position and keep those knees in line. It should feel a lot better than it would if we just didn't do any of that towel work or foot control work. Try to point your toe, that's the leg that's out, so you guys can flex that quad and glute really, really hard. When you guys finish that, you should need a rest before you go into your next leg. If not, we're going to go a little heavier with our weight, or you need to slow your tempo down to create a little bit more stress on the body. Happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody. D sent me, D sent me a post that I died laughing at, and I don't really want to talk about it, but we're talking about it right now since I have your attention. We're going to our last round. But Cinco de Mayo fell on Taco Tuesday, and it's been worldly postponed by a pandemic named after a beer, all right? A Mexican beer, Corona, all right? If that was really where we go with. So 3 things all lined up perfectly.
Oh my God.
That now we can't go out to like have tacos. It's like my favorite holiday. This and July 4th. I don't know why, just because you don't have to buy gifts for everybody, but it's a great, great celebration. Yeah.
I'll drink to that.
I'm making homemade pulled chicken, chili, and lime tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my favorite recipe. All right, so we have our last round. You guys are gonna go back to that standing position. You're gonna have your nice normal position, which you feel comfortable with, but you're gonna try to maintain and put all those aspects that we put together for the first 4 rounds of that shoulder press. So you're still trying to maintain balance, not breaking to that back, keeping the stomach nice and tight and squeezing that chest a little bit more. All right, last round here. You guys have 8 to 10 reps. All right, last round, and then we get into our last round of glute bridges. Single leg. Nice. Good, Scott. Keep those ribs pulled down a little bit more. You can see them poking through your shirt over there. Try to maintain a flat stomach, all right? By flat, I mean tension of those rib cage being pulled down from the front side of that core, all right? Then you guys are going to set up for your last glute bridge set here. You're more than welcome to do any of the variations that we did for the first 4 reps if they felt better. If not, you guys are going to try to do this last round with no towel, a heavier weight, and maybe picking that heel up off the ground, pushing to that big toe on this set. If not, you guys can do it just like you did for the last round, right? When you're ready, take it away. 8 to 10 reps again, 5th set here. Then we'll talk about our sprint workouts and some modifications we can do with everything. Good, very nice, guys. We finish up the other side. So you guys can see our gym, and then now we're back on D. Good, try to push through that big toe, not the pinkies, right? That big toe, even if the foot's flat, and try to maintain that tension there, all right? And we'll talk about our next part. If you guys have any questions, I'll try to answer all of them before with all the modifications and ways to do things if you don't have equipment. All right, so our workout are 2 simple, basically AMRAPs of 9 minutes and 6 minutes. We will rest after the first AMRAP of 9 minutes. It's the basic work for today. Then we will go through a little like EMOM, 6-minute EMOM of just some bicep and core work, right? So for our sprint work that we have for today, for our 9 minutes of sprints, it's 3, 6, 9, right? Those are the rep schemes. So nice and short. So modifying them modifying the movement so you can be able to do them quickly and unbroken and trying to go for those 9 minutes will be the goal. So the first movement is 3 strict handstand push-ups, all right? If you guys do not have access to do a handstand push-up, or you guys can't do strict handstand push-ups, you guys will modify that into a seated L press for right now with dumbbells. So Daniela will take those dumbbells. She'll be seated here. She's going to try to maintain that same positioning we just did for that first part with those arms. Her stomach's staying engaged. She'll point her toes, and she'll go through 3 quick presses, right, under control and going through the movements of all 3. Once she's finished that, there's the fun part. We're moving into 6 either ring or stationary dips. Now, Danielle is lucky enough where she can use this lovely box right over here, and she can take that box or chair that we have. We're going to use box or chair dips. If you guys have 2 chairs that are the same height, like we have 2 foldable chairs that she demonstrated do as well. All right, she can do legs out in front of her. This is standard dip. You can go to the side. The legs and people stay stationary, right? She can have them straight or bent as a modification, and then she's going to try to control that down position, squeezing those elbows backwards, keeping the hips underneath her a little bit more. Tuck your hips back and bring your chest forward. Yeah, now go. Ta-da! So that way she doesn't hit her lower back on that box. She's trying to maintain that chest to come forward, right? Another option that she can do if she has it there is we have 2 foldable chairs that are relatively the same height. Oh, like, we're not going to use it. All right, so another option that she can do if she has 2 chairs that are relatively the same height, she can have those legs out in front of her. She's going to control that motion down again, trying to get that chest over and then flare on up. This movement I would think is the best for everybody because it's a wider position than 1 box or 1 bench or 1 chair. Because a lot of, you can notice when Danielle was doing that, she can't really go down anywhere because it's a little close for her shoulders there. So if you guys have options to those chairs, notice that she used the seats and not the top of the handles, because if she put all her weight up there and made it harder, she's going to flip in inwards. So if you guys have that option for your dips, you're more than welcome to do that for your dips. All right, and then the third and final movement is just 9 push-ups, all right? So you guys will go chest to the deck, right, under control, trying to lock up those arms, maintain that chest position for the entire time. Any questions about dips, handstand push-ups, or the push-ups? Nope. Death Cat looks super disappointed because she's frozen like halfway on the screen, so I don't know what you're doing. Easy has pirouettes that are really high. Those are perfect for dips. Ro, what do you got over there for your dips? You use a table again? Okay, perfect. All right. Brittany, what are you going to use? You have rings, don't you?
The rings are too far apart, so I'm just going to use a Yeti cooler.
A Yeti cooler? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that'll work. All right. What about you, Daryl?
I've got a chair to do both the handstand stuff and the
Perfect.
and the dips. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So you guys could also do handstand push-ups as pike push-ups off the line too as well, trying to get that triangle position. Danielle is gonna do handstand push-ups against that wall over there. I'll just follow you. Yeah, let's do this. Let's turn the camera over and we'll have Danielle go against the wall. That way we can get set up for 1 quick second and we'll have a little bit of fun. All right? Do a little different view of the gym. All right, she's gonna bring her chairs over. All right. So if you guys have any other modifications or questions you need to do, all right, let me know. We'll have a little bit more fun here. 9 o'clock. So we're sprinting it out. Trying to go as fast as we can. No questions? I'll do my best to yell at everybody. All right. Again, on those push-ups, try to see if you guys can keep those quads up off the ground. This is arm intensive for 9 minutes. So finding your stomach and finding every other muscle to help you stabilize will help you for the entire time. 9-minute clock. We got Danielle set up right over here. All 3 movements. You ready? I got my stopwatch. All right, guys. Everybody else ready? Handstand push-ups. I look like a really bad teacher. All right. I mean, I am a really bad teacher. But anyway, we're going to get ready. I'll mute everybody so there's not a lot of noise. Let's take it away. 9-minute clock here. We'll go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We got D going upside down for those handstand push-ups, and Brittany and Daryl and those pike push-ups. Excellent job, guys. All right. 3 quick reps, moving right along into those 6 dips, and then 9 push-ups. 3 presses, 6 dips, 9 handstand, or 9 regular push-ups for the handstands. You guys are only 22 seconds into the workout. All right. We'll turn the music up here, have a little bit of fun. Oh, so much shoulders. Who likes shoulders? I like shoulders. Come on, D. A lot of shoulders here, guys. Be smart about how you're breaking up those push-ups. If you're trying to go unbroken the entire time, that's fantastic. But it might not stay for the whole thing, all right? So again, 3 handstand push-ups, 6 dips, 9 push-ups. Nice, 3. All right, for a minute and 35 seconds in, guys. Good. JJ, extend your legs out a little further in those dips. There you go. Good, guys. Try to find that chest as best you can in those push-ups. Don't let those elbows flare out too wide. Nice strict handstand push-ups there, Brittany. Nice push-ups, Ro. Make them look good for the entire time. It's a lot of shoulder work, so good form over speed for right now. I'll see you dancing. Good, guys. Keep it moving. You guys are a third of the way in, 3 minutes, 6 to go. You're gonna keep it going, don't burn out on me. It is a lot of work, so let's keep going here. Nice little sprint. Come on. Breathe breathe and go. Nice strong shoulders on those press. Try not to lean backwards. Scott, keep going, guys. Good, guys. Come on, keep it moving here. Yep. These arms are falling apart. Good, we'll keep it moving here. What do we got? How many rounds can we do? 18? Call me crazy. Good, guys. Let's keep it going here. Come on, what do we got? What do we got? How long can you guys stay on those push-ups? All right. You guys are just past 5 minutes and 10 seconds into the workout. Good, guys. Come on, keep it moving here. What do we got? Come on. Good, guys. Come on. Keep moving. Keep moving. You have 3 more minutes left here. We're going to keep it going. I think our internet's shutting down. Come on, D. Let's see. Let's spotlight some people over here. We got Ro crushing those push-ups over here. Good, Ro. Those look excellent. Trying to keep those quads all the way up. Squeeze the butt the whole time. Brittany doing those handstand push-ups. Solid work there. Daryl doing the inverted pike push-ups. Very nice. Maintaining those elbows back towards the hips. Keep trying to do that. Don't flare out too much. We got Jess Katz doing dips off screen. We have Scott doing those push-ups. Come on, your spotlight. Don't quit on me. Jess and JJ working away there on those dips. I like it. Keep going. Come on, JJ, get lower. You're shorter. You can go further down. There it is. Keep going. And we got Easy crushing those push-ups. All arms, guys. Find the chest. Good, guys. Keep going here. You're at 7:30 on the clock. Good, guys. Last minute, under our last minute here at 8:10 on the clock, 50 seconds. We're gonna keep it going. D, pump it up. All arms or sleeves have popped off her shirt. JJ's wearing long sleeves. I don't know how he's doing that. Keep going, guys. We got Easy over there. We're going back to Daniela here in the main room. My wrists hurt. Squeeze your fingers in the ground. Try not to just put all your weight on the outside of the hand. Try to get the thumb involved here. Good, guys. Keep going. That last 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Come on, it's only 9 minutes. You gotta go. You guys have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is time on your 9 minutes. Take a second here. All right, take a second here, guys. We're gonna bring the cameras back around to the main screen so you guys can get a little breather. Anybody know how many rounds they did or counted? Anybody? Ernie, how many rounds you do? 12? Nope. Anybody? Jess, how many rounds you do?
Embarrassing.
What do you mean? 8 rounds? That's
You
fine.
said-
Almost like an
You
emo.
said 8. You were like 18.
I was kidding, because if you guys finish the first round in like 35 seconds, so if you guys can maintain that pace, the workout's way too easy.
Oh.
Right.
Okay. So 8.
8. That's good. Brittany, what'd you get? 8? 9?
Yeah, I kind of lost count.
I tried to count for everybody, but I can't do it. So everybody was kind of on an EMOM pace or a little bit past that, and then it kind of slows down the last like 3 minutes. So I have no idea. All right, that's fine. It was a good little pump. All right, so Danielle is going to not sit in the chair anymore. She's going to bring the camera back around. We're going to go back over here. Drop my stopwatch. So for our next part here, after you guys take like another 2 minutes, there's no rush. All right, we're going to do a little 6-minute pump sesh after those arms have been destroyed from your chest. So this will help you guys counterbalance that a little bit. You guys will need some light weights if you have them available. If not, you guys can use some water bottles or some sort of option. The 6-minute EMOM, be minute 1 is going to be 8 to 10 rear delt. And then minute 2 is going to be a plank on our elbows. All right, so you guys can save your wrists a little bit here. If your wrists are sore, you guys can stay on those elbows for that plank position. All right, I'm going to tilt this back up. So for the rear delts, Danielle is grabbing a heavy 7.5s here. So she's going to shallow dip. She's going to get a little forward, right? Trying to get those knuckles together in front of her kneecaps so her dumbbell weights are touching. Shoulder blades stay back and down, and she's going to pull her elbows to her side and flare her hands out to the right and left. And then she'll come back down. There is no pause at the top, but she's looking for that rear delt activation of the shoulder blades squeezing backwards and then following through with the elbows. Not just extension outward or hands forward towards the eyes. It's all backside of the shoulder blades, right? Rear delt position. Any questions on that movement? All right, you guys got 8 to 10 reps in the first minute. Second minute, we'll just drop down on the ground. We'll go 45 seconds plank hold on our elbows, trying to stay active through that chest, right? And those obliques and those glutes, right? Which would feel pretty tiresome if the front of the chest is burned out. So you can try to see if you can maintain the lat stabilization, all right? We'll get ready to go here. And then we'll still have hopefully a little bit of time to do a quick little stretch out, all right? Phil, stop taking her weights. You should use heavier ones than the 2.5s over there. I don't even know what those are. They're really, all right? Are we ready? 10 seconds. All right, first minute, rear delt flies here. Again, squeezing the shoulder blades, trying to maintain that chest parallel to the ground. We have 2 tequila bottles over here for Jess. All right, we're going 3, 2, 1, 8 to 10 reps. Elbows pinch in behind, and the arms flare out to the right and left. I'm not trying to extend the arms like I would if I was flying. I'm trying to think about the shoulder blades, maintaining that movement the whole time. Good. And you guys have 35 seconds before we go down that plank. Brittany, if you want to, since you're using a band, you could do standard banding pull-aparts for, it's the same movement, right? Trying to get that rear delt involved and try to break the band. So I'm trying to break it and then extend. And keep your hands over, not under. So go over with your hands. Yep. All right. Find your lats, flare everything back and down, and think about the shoulder blades squeezing and extension. There you go. All right. Same movement. All right. Since you have band resistance, you can do the standing rear delts. All right. You guys are going to go down on the ground. We got that plank on our elbows in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to squeeze that butt down. You're going to push those heels over those big toes and try to cramp your lats up by scraping and pushing your elbows into the ground hard and pulling them towards your feet. Try to push those shoulder blades apart through a good position. 45 seconds here, you're 30 left. Only 2 more rounds, so we'll pump it back up. 15 seconds to go here. we'll get ready to go back to those flies in 2, 1. Second round of 3 here. You guys are trying to find the back of the shoulder blades back and down towards your hips, and then pinch the elbows in. The only part of the song I like. Oh, all right. This is like circa 2016, 17 maybe. I was in South Carolina when I heard the song. At pool party, I think. South Carolina, Florida. I don't know. All right, you guys got 10 seconds. Plank. I like Pitbull. He's very creepy. I didn't say he wasn't creepy. I was like, 2, 1. We're down here. All right. Press through the chest. Drive the shoulder blades back and down and try to flex that chest hard. You should almost be able to cramp it up after all those push-ups and presses. So how well can you tuck those elbows to your heels? Push your heels up over your toes. Hide the bottom glutes. 25 more seconds to go here. Jess, keep drinking that water. Let's go. Good. You guys got the last 10 seconds here. You only have one more round. And relax. Let's go back to our rear delts here. We're trying to make it a little bit harder by getting that chest down to the ground a little bit more and really try to extend the arms out a little bit further. So you guys are doing a good job of trying to pinch the elbows back with the shoulders. But now if you have a greater angle of those arms, it'll be a little bit harder to try to find those lats and those rear delts through that movement. All right, last round here. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Let's take it away here. 8 to 17 reps, we'll call it. See if you guys can pump it up for the last round. Cinco de Mayo. Nice. You guys got 20 seconds till we go back on the ground. Nikki, nice PJs. Keep going, Nikki. Fly away. Pretend you're a pterodactyl and you have to fly away. Spread your wings and soar. All right, we got 5 seconds here until we're down on the ground on those last plank here. We're gonna go on our elbows. However, we're gonna lift one arm up for 20 seconds and then one arm up for 20, and then we'll hold for the last 15 seconds here. Yeah, so you're gonna stay on your elbows. So we're down on the ground. Ready? We're going 3, 2, 1. Pressing to that elbow and find that position. You're gonna reach your right arm forward and away from you or out to the right and left. You're gonna try to maintain the hips down. You can tuck your arm behind your back, that D is doing, but you're still trying to get that chest over that elbow. Try to find that left lat, that stomach on that left side a little bit more. Only 20 seconds here. You're 10 in. You got 10 more to go. Then we'll switch. Then we'll go back to a double for our last 15 seconds here or so, and switch it on up. We'll hold this last one for the full minute. Dee's gonna get her hips down a little bit more. Keep holding. Try to press that chest hard on both sides. Even though you're only using one, keep balance, bro. Don't fall over on me. Stay over there. You guys got your last 5, 4. Go back to 2 elbows down and stay there for your last 15 seconds. We'll do a full minute here on this last one. Squeeze the stomach, squeeze those elbows in. You're almost there. You guys got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you guys can relax.
Ugh.
Yeah. Nice job, guys. Take a second here. Let's do a little stretching. So D is going to do a thread the needle stretch. So you guys will be down on basically the same stretch that Brittany's doing, just on the ground. You guys will get that child's pose. Then you'll just tuck one arm through the hole under the other side, and you're trying to just get a subtle twist in the spine as trying to basically fold your chest on top of your bicep to stretch out that scap on that arm that's twisting through. You guys are also still trying to push your hips back over your heels, and we'll just hang here for a minute, and then we'll switch it up. trying to unmute Phil and Brittany over there. I want to know what Phil's cooking for Cinco de Mayo. Like Bush Light pulled chicken. We used to do canned chicken, and then you like roasted beer can chicken on the grill. It's my favorite. So good.
Phil bought a special tray for beer can chicken.
Yes, I knew it. Beer can chicken on Cinco de Mayo. Awesome. What beer do you use?
It goes between Coors Light and Budweiser. One of the two.
We've done like Natty and Bush, and they're like the same thing. There's no flavor. It's more just moisture.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, you guys should switch up the shoulders if you haven't already.
Sharp claws and a motherfucking.
I am making chili lime pulled chicken. We got a turkey ground turkey, and then I think we're doing pulled pork as well.
Grinder, a slab of asphalt dripping with history.
And then I'm making Crunchwrap Supremes.
Bud's training is 6 months long and divided into 3.
All right, guys, very nice here. You guys got 20 seconds here on this other side. All right, and then our last stretch will be Daniela's choice. You guys can follow along with her once you finish this. Yeah, she's going to your choice. What do you want to do to stretch your shoulders out? You instantly dove into that pose, so maybe you have another one. This is the only one you know. All right, so for the next one, you guys will sit on up here. And our last stretch we'll do for our chest is you guys will, let's do this. Let's lay down on the ground on your stomach. You'll extend that arm out. Lay all the way down. Lay all the way down. All the way down. Bring your right arm out like across, like you guys are there. And then you're going to bring that up so your hand or your thumb is in line with your eyes. So you're going to bring that hand up a little bit more. Then you'll bend your left leg, and you guys are going to twist over to that right side, but you're trying to pull your shoulder blade back and down. I'm not just letting it roll forward, right? So she's a little subtle twist in that spine, her hand's somewhat up, and she's trying to keep the shoulder blade pulled back and not roll forward to stretch out just the front part of the chest. She wants the entire chest and shoulder side, all right? We'll go for a minute here, and then we'll switch. Good. Breathe. Deep breaths. Try not to hold tension anywhere. Try to stay relaxed as best you can. And you guys can roll back to middle and switch it on up. Again, try to make sure that that hand's up above the eye area, and you're trying to stretch out the chest, not just the top of the shoulder. So you're trying to pull that shoulder blade back and down. Easy, you gotta go. See you later, easy. You just bolt it up. Late for, and you guys got another 25 seconds here. And 10 seconds left. You guys can ease yourself on back up, and that is it for today's class. All right, very nice.
Thank you, sir.
All right, very welcome, Scott. Happy Cinco de Mayo, guys. Taco Tuesday.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. Thanks, guys.
Yep, enjoy.
All right, we'll see you guys later today for some abs or strength.
Thank you.
What'd you get?
Hi, bye.
Hey, hi. Bye, Jess. Cameras are falling everywhere. We'll see you guys later. Bye, Daryl.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco de Mayo, guys.